At Utah Valley University, an ordinary afternoon turned into an unforgettable moment that left thousands stunned and searching for answers. It began under a big white tent on campus, where a crowd of nearly 3,000 gathered for a highly anticipated event. Charlie Kirk, a well-known speaker, was on stage taking questions from students. The energy was charged. Supporters waved merchandise, while protesters blended into the crowd, ready for a lively exchange of ideas. The atmosphere felt more like a showdown than a simple Q&A. One student stepped up to the microphone and asked a pointed question about the number of tragic incidents America has faced in the past decade. Kirk responded, his voice steady but provocative. Then in an instant, the moment shifted. A sharp crack echoed across the venue. Confusion swept through the crowd, and within seconds, chaos replaced anticipation. From a rooftop 2 football fields away, investigators later discovered, someone had been waiting, watching. Evidence showed clear signs: a forearm print, a shoe mark, even a palm pressed into the surface of the building. Surveillance cameras captured a figure dressed in black, sprinting across the roof before climbing down and blending into the campus. To most onlookers, he looked like just another student heading to class. Authorities soon identified him as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Unlike most students at Utah Valley University, Tyler wasn't enrolled there. Instead, he lived hours away in St. George, Utah, studying in an electrical apprenticeship program. Friends and family immediately recognized him when the FBI released photos. At first, Tyler brushed it off, joking online that it was merely someone who looked like him. But when his own father confronted him, Tyler admitted the truth. This revelation didn't come out of nowhere. Just days earlier, during a family dinner, Tyler had voiced frustration about Kirk's visit, accusing him of spreading negativity. But when pressed about turning himself in, he refused. That's when a family friend, a youth minister, stepped in and contacted federal authorities. After a tense 33-hour search, Tyler was finally taken into custody. Investigators quickly uncovered even more disturbing details. Tyler's roommate revealed online conversations where Tyler talked about hiding a weapon and engraving unusual phrases on ammunition. Not long after, search teams discovered a rifle hidden in thick brush just off campus, wrapped carefully in a towel. Alongside it, they found bullet casings etched with strange, mocking messages. While at first these inscriptions seemed like nonsense, online communities recognized them immediately. They were phrases pulled from gaming culture, shock value taunts meant to provoke, not to explain. Another inscription referenced Bella Ciao, an old Italian protest song revived in popular culture by the Netflix series Money Heist and video games like Far Cry 6. Who was Tyler Robinson, really? Neighbors from his quiet hometown in Washington, Utah, described him as a typical kid, into video games, doing well in school, and even earning a scholarship to Utah State University. He began as a pre-engineering major, but dropped out after just 1 semester. Politically, he never aligned himself strongly with any party, despite his parents' affiliations. On the surface, nothing about him suggested he would ever become the center of such a shocking case. Yet on that Wednesday morning, investigators say, he drove his gray Dodge Challenger for more than 3 hours to Utah Valley University. Security footage caught him arriving around 8:30 a.m., dressed casually in a maroon shirt, shorts, and a baseball cap. It was the same outfit he was reportedly wearing when he was arrested later that week. Until that day, Tyler had no criminal record, no history of arrests, and no clear signs pointing towards such a drastic decision. Authorities are now digging into his digital footprint, searching for answers in his online activity, gaming habits, and private conversations. Was this the act of someone deeply troubled, or was there a larger motivation simmering beneath the surface? For prosecutors in Utah, the case is serious. If Tyler is convicted, they've already signaled that they'll pursue the maximum possible penalty under state law. Meanwhile, the unanswered questions continue to loom. What exactly pushed a 22-year-old from a quiet desert town into the center of a national headline? How did a college student with no prior criminal record suddenly end up on a rooftop with a weapon, altering the course of so many lives? The story is still unfolding. Authorities are piecing together the timeline. Friends and family are grappling with disbelief, and a community is left shaken. What began as an event meant for dialogue and debate has now become a haunting mystery, one that raises unsettling questions about motives, influence, and the thin line between ordinary and extraordinary actions.